One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Underneath, this is Bernard. He finds an opening past the 40. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go! Blue landed!
They'll try and sneak it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a give to Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, Mark, you got four. You got four. Go, go. Four down. Let's go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, landed.
Now back to throw. He lets it fly from Lockett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dewan Smoot able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Mack. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw now on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team toward.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried? You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll look to throw here. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Set! Green, 39!
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go now. Green, 39! Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces. Into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They begin the drive on the ground with Matt. And he spins through. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone! Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And that is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is fielded at the 27. Back now in Cincinnati. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Matt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Underneath, this is Bernard. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And the Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Bills have wound up winning that one. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't. Hold on, third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Gordon on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gone!
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.